Well, hey, wild ones, welcome to another spring season of Sean's Adventures. We got a great one for you today. We're going to tackle rock shelter. So let's get started. Can't wait to get this season going. It is truly going to be a magnificent day for a hike. Right around 69, 70 degrees. Our pack weight today with our water, with our 2 quarts of water, is 27 pounds. Without the water, it's 22 pounds, which pretty much what we'll be packing out of here is our water empty weight. So I'm going to start putting that on the screen, probably right here, about every time we go out. That way you guys got an idea how much load we're packing in. We're almost, according to the map, close to our turnoff up here where we get off of this gravel trail and onto a normal dirt trail. All right, here's the turnoff right here. Sweetie Hollow Nature Preserve. All right, get off the gravel onto the normal trail. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time. We did it a couple years ago, and we really had no editing. It was a 3-part. It was horrible. We did have a little bit of editing, but we've learned a lot more since then. We're going to do this in one video, and I'm going to try to keep this video at an hour long. No promises there or about. All right, here we go. It's 1.5 miles to rock shelter, another 1.5 miles out. Going to it, you're kind of a gradual downhill until you get to the canyon, I call it, where it's pretty much straight down, switch back for a good 200 feet, or at least 100 feet. And then you get down to it, but then you got to climb all the way back out of this canyon 1.5 miles. Just look at this awesome trail. Spring is here. Well, anyone to tell you this is the best trail in Orca Monroe. So that goes off to the low gap, continues on, and it comes through that way too. And we're taking rock shelter. And we know we're on the right way. Now the rule of thumb is you want to keep your pack under 30 pounds. Anything over that, you're just not going to sustain very much distance. If you're going in light, it may be 15 to 17 pounds. My average is about 25. I'm going in a little heavier at 27. Now 22 once I drink the water, but that's what, we're always shooting for under 30, under 27. And that's about where we're at right now. Now I know you military guys are going to be like, oh man, we packed 80-pound packs plus for miles. I get it. You guys are heroes, that's for sure. But for the sake of this argument, we're talking about the mere mortals like myself. All right, folks. This is a little frog pond, I like to call it. It's not on the map. Not even a blue speck. They do mention it in the reading of it, the brochure, webpage, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, nice little stump here. Don't mind if I do. Maybe we'll just take a little break here. Well, that water is dark from the tannins from the leaves in there. I don't know if there's any fish in there. There can't be much oxygen. I haven't never seen anything swirling. I think just the frogs and mosquitoes. You know, this thing has kind of been a personal challenge for me for the past couple of years. Like I said, the last time I did this, I was barely crawling out of here, man. I was cramping up so bad. And I didn't have enough on me in case I needed to stay the night. I had no tarp for shelter. I was out of water. So I was stupid and physically unprepared. And that bothered me the past couple of years. So, you know, I've been doing this. I think after the past couple of years, I'm in a little bit better shape, about 60 pounds lighter, and the stamina's higher. I require less water now than I used to. I think the problem was that I needed to bring more water, but I needed to get my stamina up enough to where I didn't need as much water. So this is kind of a personal thing for me to see if I can go in there and get out without like absolutely having to crawl out of here, you know, hurting that bad. So let's see how I feel when we get out of here. We're going to be a little smarter, take our little breaks down and back, and I'll be dumb about it because this isn't just physical, it's mental too. So we're going to make the right decisions. So that's kind of why I'm doing it today. And I wanted to make good on that first video I did, which was horrible. And like I said in our Christmas video, this place requires justice, and it requires a lot better video than I gave it. So hopefully I can do my part and show you the beauty that I see, and you can come along. All right, we're going to push on. Say goodbye to the pond. We'll catch it on the way out. This actually makes a huge loop, which I did the loop last time. And the second half of the trail is very unexciting. You're just really, you know, going for a couple miles on a fire trail, and there's just not much to see. So we're going to come back this way. Kind of starting our downhill. I can see the elevation starting to drop now. You know, the thing about walking trails is it's kind of like riding in the passenger seat of a car. You can kind of just look around and not really think about where you're going, other than making sure you don't step on a snake. And, you know, the path's kind of laid out in front of you. No pun intended. Yeah, we come down through there, and we made a hard switchback. And now we're starting switchbacking down the mountain. Is that a word? Switchbacking? Switchbacking down. But just wait till we get to the cliff's edge. They go straight down. Yeah. Now here's one of the coolest parts of the trail, I think, is when the trail goes around this tree root. I don't know why I think it's so cool. It just is. It's muddy. Good thing we have our boots on. Around the tree. I don't know why. I like that part. All right, now, folks, we're almost to the edge of the canyon. Before we get there, I just wanted to tell you about something that happened back there that's strange now that I've made it around here. Okay, there was a guy in the parking lot, and we had a couple words. Real friendly guy. He was still kind of getting ready as I headed off down the trail, and we got around the pond there, and he passed me, and we said hello again, and I thought that maybe a trail looped around real quick. I don't know where he come from. I don't know how he made it coming the opposite way, facing me, and I left 10 minutes for him, and there's no way he could have made it all the way around the loop back to me again in 10-15 minutes. It would take an hour and a half, 2 hours to make that loop. So I don't know where this dude come from. It got me freaked out. Like, I thought I'd run across a trail that intersect with the one I was on, and I'm like, okay, that would be where he come from. Just a quick little loop. He got out ahead of me, but I never ran across another trail. So that's going to be the mystery for today. All right, let's get down here. I'll turn you around. All right, you can see it just drops off. We're going to continue down the switchbacks. I tell you, I've always thought this down in here has got to be the lowest elevation in the park, because you already come down quite a ways, and then it just dives down there. I can't even see the bottom, and it just reeks of there's got to be caves under here, or a cave under here that no one's found an entrance to, or there isn't an entrance to, I should say. But it just has all the sinkholes, the bedrock, the outcroppings, everything's here for a cave. It just, no one's found it, or there is not an entrance. You can see the switchbacks. Look, that gets back here, just whoop, 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 whoop. It looks a lot worse. Once you get going, you get down there, you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad. But once again, that's down. And this is the way we're going to come up. Because my thing was last time, going all the way around the loop, you kind of make a gradual up all the way to the car. It's just a grinding uphill. And I thought I'd rather come back to these stairs and just get it over with. And the top of the hill going this way isn't that bad. It's just gradual. Once you make these stairs straight up the side, you've got most of the elevation out of the way. And that's what I'm going to elect for today. All right. Whoop, whoop, all the way down. I'll bring you back when we get down to the bottom. I'm going to trip and bust my you-know-what. I mean, look at this. Just solid rock wall. Slate. Man, you can just smell. It just smells like a cave down here. I swear, once you start breaking down through here, it's just like, I've been in a lot of caves. I smell that cave smell. You know it. If you know it, you know it. Man, the temperature, it's just dropping coming down here. I mean, I can just, every couple steps, you can just feel a thermal climb. I mean, that's what it is on a lake anyway. I don't know what you call it in the air. Oh, it's so pretty down here. And I wanted to have my climbing rope for this trip, but I just never got around to getting it, because there's some places I want to rope into, but maybe later this year we'll get back here with a rope. There's always next time. Oh, it's just beautiful down here. We are down in the bottom. Oh, look at that. The water's just dripping off the side of that rock up there. Be a nice place to come during the rain. I always thought it'd be cool to come here during the rain and sit underneath the shelter up there. Let the water drip over the edge. Because there's all kinds of little shelter outcroppings that are just black out there that you can't see into, that the cave entrance could be around here. Just no one's gotten up in some of them areas to look. Bunch of rock outcroppings down through there, around the bend that we can't see. It's just solid bedrock. Well, I thought with the rain we'd had some good little waterfall videos, but just not a lot of water. Well, we got some rain the past couple, 2-3 days, so I don't know where it's at. It's just beautiful. All right, folks, we made it here. Right up there is the rock shelter. So let's get on up here. There it is in all its glory. This is what's on our our YouTube main page. Now, I took the picture for the main page down on that end looking this way, but this is what it is. It almost looks like there's a carving up there on the wall. You can't see it in the camera as much. But some sort of figure with it. Well, you can see them, all them little wavy lines. There's some of the wavy lines. That could be natural. Probably is. Oh, some graffiti. That's a shame. I don't remember seeing those last time. Yeah, see, there's 4/7/24. That was last month. And it's all black spray paint, and there's the date. I could bet you all this was done at the same time last month. That's a shame. Yeah, there's some more down there, dated the same date. Oh my gosh. Some people. But anyway, we're not going to let it ruin our day. Check it out. Snuggle up under here. See, look, there's, you can lift up that rock. I bet you, man, if a person dug in here along this wall, I bet eventually you could get under it. I bet you there'd be a cave here. Well, look at all this stuff. This looks like it could just fall. That slate. But that's how a lot of cave entrances I've seen were. They were down under these rock walls, or eventually curve over, and then that's how you would get in them. But you know, if this was one, it'd just, you know, be covered up. But all the signs are for one to be around here. Now someone's had a little fire. Rock shelter. I've been all over the park, and this is the best looking place in the park, and that's what the brochure would say too. I'd have to agree. Now we're down here on the end. Oh, it's kind of like a little side area here. I was looking for a place to sit down and call home for a little bit, and I think I found it. Oh, yeah. Nice little flat rock here. Put my stool. All right, we got our little stool here. Oh, yeah. Beach sitting on the damp ground. Damp ground. There was a couple ladies that were walking out through there a little bit, doing their exercising for the day. All right, let's get settled in. All right, we got settled in here. We're on our little perch off to the side of the main trail, so we won't be bothered over here. Mind our own business. First drink of water since I've been down here. I found that the more in shape that I got, when my got real thirsty, if I just rested in 5 minutes, I wasn't that thirsty no more. My mouth wasn't dry anymore, so that's one of the differences I found. Oh, my glasses are fogging up. Getting a little heat in my head walking around here. All right. I'm just going to sit here and then soak this up for a minute. And I'll get back to you. I don't want to be rude. I hear some more ladies coming. Yeah, she forgot I got a microphone right here. I'll have to come to the camera and talk. She looked back here at the last minute. I thought I was going to be completely stealth, but her sixth sense sensed me. One more step, she'd been out of view. And she took one look back. She had her spidey senses going. We'll get back to you in a minute. Now you guys can see that over there. I mean, there's a crack that goes down in there. Could be a cave entrance. If you climbed up that hillside to get in there and look around. But I would want my rope for that. Getting up's easier than getting down without hurting yourself. I hear some more people coming. We're going to get that rope though and do more of that. Popular destination. Seems to be a group of people come by every 5 minutes. It's good. I'm glad everybody gets to see. It's a beautiful place. They're just crawling around here. We were going to go up top. There's a trail behind us. We're going to get up here in a minute and look around there. And looks like there's a trail that goes along the top of this rock outcropping, shelter, whatever you want to call it, bluff. It just feels so good. Cool down here. Very low humidity. And all the wet rocks just smells like a cave or a basement. Musky, that musky smell, moist. Last time I came down here, I walked through, and, and didn't stop. I just kept on going. I looked around a little bit. We took a few shots, but we didn't actually sit and rest. There's another group of people coming. And like I said, they're 5 minutes or less. Not a great place for shooting a video, but relax a little bit. We're gonna pack up and start moving on ourselves. All right, we all got packed up. We are packed up, and we don't do a lot of takes on this show, right? You get the raw form and all my stupidity too. We're gonna turn you around and head up on top of this thing. Ooh, slippery rock. The rock is slick today. I just like to get over there and take a look. It's not. I don't know if the terrain's gonna let us go back. No way. Well, there's not really a trail. It just kind of peters out right there. And that's like straight up. So we're gonna head back the way we come. We didn't take a compass reading before we came in, and we did so much of this. I have no idea. I could say we come from that direction in the car, but I've found that when you do so much of this, it turns you all around. And not getting a compass reading before we came in, we're going to take the trail back. Once you commit to a trail coming in without doing a compass reading, you're obligated to that trail to get your behind back out of here. Now, if I really got off the trail and got lost, I've got a general idea because I'm from the area. And, I know if I headed north, I'd eventually hit a main road. But we're going to head back down this thing and get back on our trail on the way out. If I don't fall and slip on this slippery rock. All right, folks, we are back up at the stairs. All the way back up to the top. All right, let's get started. All right, we're just making our way around the big stump again. Hello. Anybody in there? Hello. No? I walk up to the pond and I see little swirls everywhere. There's definitely something in there. Definitely some sort of fish. All right, we're going to get the pack off and take a break. This is halfway. This is our scheduled break, and we're going to take a few minutes. We'll be right back to you. I think I might just mosey around here and duck off the backside of this pond here and make up a base camp, sit and relax, maybe even take a nap. We'll be well away from the trail. The trail curves back off and goes that way and comes around here and goes off that way. So I think if we just mosey on here and duck on the backside of this thing, we can get away from the crowd and maybe make a cup of coffee and have a little base camp and get some relaxing in today. I've been working all morning climbing these hills, so let's enjoy the fruits of our labors here a little bit. All right, let's get over there. All right, I want to make sure nobody's coming because I kind of want this to be a stealth camp close to the main trail. We'll be able to see them, but nobody will see us. Mainly got to hear for them. You won't see them until they're right on you. I don't hear any talking, so let's make our move. All right then, folks, we're in the bush. We're just going to sit here and chill for about a half an hour, rest our legs, take in the birds and the nature, and just unplug for a minute. Just in case you're wondering, I asked Luke if he wanted to come out, but I forgot him and his mom are going out of town this weekend to visit family. They've been doing that a lot, taking care of parents, so that's where they're out of town. Beautiful wife did say that she was up for going camping again this summer, so might get out there and do that. But I just want to let you know where Luke was. Y'all know I ain't the type of dad to leave my boys sitting at home. I always ask him to come. Rarely he wants to come out, but when he does, I'm grateful for it. But that's where he is today, out of town. So I'm out here in the woods. All right, we've taken about a half an hour and soaked it in and got all relaxed and recharged and ready to go. So we're gonna pack this thing up and get back on the trail. Let's go. All right, back on the trail. I tell you, when I walk these trails, I can't help but think of back in the 1800s and even earlier. If you didn't have a horse, you were walking from town to town or community complex to other community complexes, and you'd be walking through the woods, and everyone would know the easiest path from one village to the other, so the trails would be beat down like this. So a lot of people, unless you had the money for a horse, they spent most of their lives on trails like this. In the middle of nature was normal for them every day. So I guess you could say it's kind of a connection to something, I guess. All right, we're back at the Y. Remember this? We're going this way. All right, folks, we are back at the gravel road. Yep. Now, down that way is something we're going to investigate maybe later this year. It's a landlocked abandoned homestead. I seen a video of it once. There's no house, just like a couple of shacks or something. I don't know. We might take a look at it sometime. All right. Back on the long gravel road. Goes on for at least a half a mile. That's being conservative. I don't want to fatten the mileage up more than it is. So I'll go on the conservative side. All right. It's not going to be much left from here to the car. So yeah, it's just like I said, a little ways back here on the gravel. The worst is gone and behind us. And I did a lot better than last time, let me tell you. And I kind of wanted to do this for another reason. There's another hike I want to go on. And I don't want to say what it is in case I don't get to it for some reason. But it's a trail in one of our parks that it's got the classification as very rugged. I mean, they got different classes: easy, moderate, rugged, very rugged. And it's the hardest classification. I think it's right at about 2 miles, but it's nothing but straight up and down and other very rugged features. Like I said, it's my hopes to get out. It's about a 2-hour drive from the house. And if I'm going to do that, it's going to have to be during the summertime when I got a little more time, because I might need a day or two to recover after that one. But we'll see. It's just something in the back of my head. There's other things closer around the house that I want to do too. We'll just play it weekend to weekend. But this here, I wanted to at least get this done to prove to myself that I got a fighting chance at getting that other one I want done. You know, if I couldn't get through this, I couldn't touch the one I want to do. But this wasn't bad. I've come a long way. I've learned to listen to my body a little more and stop being so bullheaded. And I think we'll be all right to tackle that. Sure do. That's about 70 degrees. It's beautiful down in there. The woods aren't real thick right now, but they will be this summer. This is just, I call this late spring. And I tell you what, man, we didn't really catch the early spring because there was so much rain going on and the weather being crazy, temperature swings, that early spring kind of caught us off guard. But I think we're right smack dab in the middle of spring right now. What is it? Mid-May. We're right in the middle of May. So we're going to get it going. Man, I tell you, this is the worst part. After your dogs are barking from that about 2 miles you've done at this point, be 3 miles by the time we get back to the car. Your dogs are barking and screaming, and this gravel just punishes it. It wasn't that bad coming down here, but after your toes are kind of sore, and this gravel just lays it to you and just keeps going and going. Yeah, I just passed a lady and a woman. I told them good afternoon. They said, "Oh, good morning." I'm like, "Well, heck, I haven't looked at the clock in forever." We got here at 8 o'clock, and it's a quarter to noon. I'd say that was pretty close to the afternoon, more so than the morning. So I don't know who was right on that one. You know, I'll just concede and call it a draw. Oh, I see the parking lot up there. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I ain't tired, man, but bottom of my feet are killing me from these rocks. Ooh. All right, we're back out the parking lot. You can see if you don't want to go that far in the woods, you can always take the concrete path. Or if you want to go mid-range in the woods, you can take the gravel road. Or if you can do what we always do, is take it all the way back to the dirt. We're always doing the dirt, baby. Well, hey, folks, thanks for hanging out with us today. I had a blast, and I hope you guys did too. And we had no problems this time, unlike last time we came up here, so that was a success. But hey, there's a lot of cool adventures headed your way this year, so stay tuned, and we got more adventures in store. Thanks for watching.
If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. 'Cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold